Small businesses with tight profit margins and small budgets often overlook protecting one of their most valuable assets, their trademarks. To help and guide SMEs, our guest, Dr. Shweta Singh, is a first-generation entrepreneur with some genuine and valuable insights on trademark fundamentals from small businesses. She's the founder of Ennoble IP and has been awarded as an Exceptional Woman of Excellence and an Iconic Woman of the Year in 2019. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, डॉक्टर साहब.
Thank you, Rashi.
To start with, let us know about Dr. Shweta Singh and Ennoble IP. Over to you.
To just say that you're doing fantastic, commendable job, because women like you, I always get inspired by women like you, and I always say that we need to inspire each other. So you are doing a commendable job by reaching out to the areas where actually people don't. My name is Shweta, you have already told. I hail from a very small town, Jaunpur, in Uttar Pradesh, and comes from a middle class family. My father was associate professor for psychology. He has retired this year only. My mother is a homemaker, and we are three siblings, and we three are sisters. So this was a huge in childhood. This was a huge problem for everyone that my dad has my parents have only girl child, but we all three have proven it wrong. कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि लड़कियां होना is a burden on a family, and in fact I would say that I think my parents are more happier than anyone else parents who have sons in their family. The life started from the small town, but my parents were pro education, I would say, कि पढ़ाना है लड़कियों को, बढ़ाना है आगे, and they need to create their own identity. Especially my mother was very pro of education toward girl child. So we got the best education of the town. In St. Patrick's and St. John's, we had our education. Then my elder sister became doctor, MBBS and MDS. Younger one is scientist right now in South Korea. And I started my journey with jobs, just taking the experience, because I wanted to be someone who had who can actually lead the legacy, and I want to leave behind a legacy for my generations, to show that, see, it is not impossible for a woman, especially from a small town, to not create her own identity. I would say I was lucky because I was continuously getting support from my trusted network which I built. It was my family also, it was my friends also. So this was all about me in a small I would say time frame. Talking about the company, Ennoble IP was founded by me in 2013 as a sole proprietor. But moving ahead, we got registered LLP, and then in 2017 as a private limited company. Ennoble IP is total IP driven and research driven KPO, I would say. It's a not legal law firm, but it's a KPO, knowledge process outsourcing firm, where we support SMEs, startups, and universities. Okay, in identifying, protecting, commercializing their IP. So it's like technical and legal and further prosecution, all kind of end-to-end IP support to all the three domains, I would say, SMEs, startups, and university. And we are one of the pioneers in universities setting up of in mass the IP cell. And SME को कोशिश करते हैं हम कि because वो ignorant बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं अपने IP को लेके कि पैसे नहीं लगाने हैं. Initially they don't want to put money because उनको return on investment बहुत कम दिखता है. जब रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट एक छोटे बिजनेस को, स्टार्टअप या एसएमई को कम दिखता है, तो वो सोचते हैं ये पैसा फिर बाद में लगाएंगे. बट दे डोंट नो दैट इनिशियली अगर उन्होंने आईपी को इग्नोर कर दिया, सो लास्ट में जाके आईपी प्रोटेक्शन एक टाइम खोने के बाद, आई वुड से, व्हेन यू लूज द टाइम टू प्रोटेक्ट योर आईपी, इट विल ओनली क्रिएट बर्डन एंड इट विल ओनली क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. So Ennoble IP is one-stop solution for research and IP need of startups, SMEs, and universities.
That's wonderful.
So while working in Ennoble IP and getting to interact with the startups, especially sometime I was meeting women, girls and women in the universities, and knowing to coming to know their dreams, like they wanted some kind of boost to start their career. They wanted to create their identity, but because of lack of society support, I would say family support, and their own I would say fixed mindset, they were not able to. So while interacting with the startups and especially the women across, I thought, because I am coming, I broke that barrier or broke that glass ceiling. Why not to create something which I can support, I can help women out of it. So I started a not-for-profit organization, Section 8 company, and it's called Women Innovation Entrepreneurship Foundation, WIEF. Sometimes people call this WIFE also. So WIEF is basically helping women with one vision. I'm living in that dream. With a one dream, I'm living. The vision of that company is like every woman should be financially independent. She has done it and she can do it. So it's all about giving importance to yourself and thinking about how you can create your own identity and building your own legacy or empire. It can be a small, it can be a big, based on your own mindset or based on what you want to create it. Yes. Create. My third organization has been recently launched. It's called CIIR. It's a Center for Industrial Research and Innovation, where, because it was my very long back dream, I am MSc Biotechnology, and I wanted to create products out of science and technology and create lot of awareness among the youth for science and technology, because I know technology is next big boom in the society, which already has begun. And I want youth to know, in whatever field you are, it is not important for you to be in wet lab only, but it is important for you to be connected to technology. So that's why we created CIIR. So we will be working on some of the product which we cannot disclose right now, but apart from this, we will be working in promoting science and technology. Recently, very recently, we are working now. Yeah, I'm going to launch a company called Sherial, which is only for women. Only for women. It is a social communication platform for women to women. So more of LinkedIn for women, you can say.
That's wonderful, and that's some great work, I think so, you've been doing, Dr. Shweta. I'm really proud to hear all this. Now, Dr. Shweta Singh, please tell us, how is copyright, patent, trademark, and design registration different from each other?
Rashi, this is very basic question and very important question, because जब आप छोटे businesses की बात करते हो, आप SMEs की बात करते हो, or you talk about startups, it's like they mix the IP. It's like all four caters for four different need of a business. Like patents. So patents is like they cover the protection of technology. So anything where technology is involved, where invention is involved, either it's a product or process, कहीं भी है जहाँ पे technology, engineering, science involved है, वहाँ पे आप patent कराओगे. And patent is like you will be protecting only the element and feature. सिर्फ वही पार्ट प्रोटेक्ट करोगे जो नोवल नया होगा और जहां पे आपने कोई टेक्निकल एडवांसमेंट किया होगा उस प्रोडक्ट में. सो इट कैन बी अ प्रोडक्ट, it can be a process, it can be you can say composition or material or method, anything where invention, new technology, new engineering is coming out, right? Then second comes the trademark. Trademark is like business identifier. So anything from which your customer is recognizing you. It can be a name of your company, logo of your company. It can be any sign of your company. It can be the color combination. Color combination like McDonald's yellow M and red background, right? KFC red and white, and your mobile phones have their color combinations. So like any color combination can also be trademark. Your slogan or tagline like I'm loving it of McDonald's, or my company's knowledge assess knowledge through action, like, so any tagline or slogan if you have given, that will which customer is recognizing, right? Like Nike, okay, tick mark and just do it. Big companies are very pro in trademark. So trademark किसी भी business का सबसे important value asset होता है, IP asset होता है, because उसी से आपका customer आपको जानता है. मुझे नहीं पता इस लैपटॉप में जिसमें आप वर्क कर रहे हो या मैं वर्क कर रही हूँ, इसका अंदर स्पेसिफिकेशन क्या है एज अ नॉर्मल मीन्स एज अ लेमैन, बट मुझे पता है कि इसका ब्रांड एप्पल है या HP है या लिनोवो है, वट एवर द ब्रांड इज, सो आई कैन रिकॉग्नाइज इट थ्रू द लोगो. So that is very important. Whatever name your business have or sign or symbol where you think your company is being recognized, आपको लगता है कि आप लोग आपको उससे पहचान रहे हैं आपकी कंपनी को, उसको आपको ट्रेडमार्क कराना होता है. The third is design registration. Design is like more of patents only, but patent protect the technology, design protect the shape of that product. So ये लैपटॉप अंदर से कैसे चल रहा है, क्या इसमें प्रोसेसर्स है, क्या सिस्टम्स है, कोर इंटेल है, i5 है, there are many things, right? Technology wise there are many things, but इसका शेप कैसा है, रेक्टेंगल है, ओवल है, what? So how as a customer I am looking through my naked eyes, मुझे कैसा शेप दिख रहा है. तो shape of anything, shape of your clothes, I would say, shape of your table, chair, pen, copy, anything, any product shape comes under design registrations. Outside India, it's called design patents also. Then the fourth and very important is copyright. So copyright is given for literacy, artistic, dramatic, performing rights, okay, these kind of work, authorship work. So if you have written something, if you have make a lyric of something, or dance choreography, or the whole movie industry depends on copyright. Your computer programs, codings are copyrightable material. So these are copyrightable. So difference is like different, I would say, work of business have different IP rights. Then comes one very important right is trade secret also. So if you don't want to disclose anything to public, you can keep that information as confidential information in form of trade secret. But protecting trade secret is very difficult. So I always say go for patent, because technology don't last for 5 to 6 years. Every year you will see there is new enhancement. So these are the four, I would say 4 or 5 I told, a very important IP rights where actually आपके SMEs और आपके startups को ignore बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए, because that is something, the pillar. I always say IP is the backbone, the pillar of any company. Because आप क्या कर रहे हो, कल को वही चीज मैंने चुरा लिया, अब राशि ने कुछ शुरू किया और राशि ने प्रोटेक्शन नहीं किया, एंड इट इज एक्चुअली आई एम सीइंग एज अ कॉम्पिटिटर कि राशि का प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है, मैंने सेम नाम से प्रोडक्ट ही बेचना शुरू कर दिया. कस्टमर गेट कंफ्यूज, राइट, कि वो राशि का प्रोडक्ट है या श्वेता का प्रोडक्ट है. सो एंड मैं आपसे 100 रुपए कम बेच रही हूँ, तो कस्टमर को तो ये भी दिखता है वैल्यू फॉर मनी कि मुझे 100 रुपए कम में सेम प्रोडक्ट मिल रहा है. ही डजंट नो कि अंदर की क्वालिटी क्या है, राइट. So that is very important that you protect, you don't ignore your IP, you just concentrate in the starting stage only that you need to protect your intellectual property very seriously.
Yeah, you made it sound really easy and very important. जैसे आपने बताया, I think this is just very insightful, Dr. Shweta. Okay, so Dr. Shweta, how easy is the process for IP for small business? मतलब आज मैं कोई बिजनेस कर रही हूँ तो मुझे आपके पास आना है, तो कितना आसान प्रोसेस है ये बताइए, और कितना टाइम लगता है?
प्रोसेस इतना कोई टिपिकल नहीं है. It is very simple, like for patent, right? So for patent, I always suggest that if you have any idea doesn't get patent first of all. But if you have any idea or you have worked on that product or process completely, go for patent searching. Do a patent search, because patent have 3 criteria at last: novelty, non-obviousness, inventive step we call, and industrial application. Go for patent search because they will check 2 most criteria there. One is novelty and second is non-obviousness. So once they are checking the criteria worldwide, you are filing in India, but the novelty and non-obviousness will checked worldwide. So you will get to know you are not reinventing the wheel. आप किसी और का काम नहीं कर रहे हो, सेम काम रिपीट नहीं कर रहे हो, या किसी को कॉपी नहीं कर रहे हो, या किसी को इन्फ्रिंज नहीं कर रहे हो. और सेकंड बेनिफिट ये होगा पेटेंट सर्च का कि आपको अपने ही प्रोडक्ट को डेवलप करने के लिए थोड़ा और रिसर्च भी मिल जाएगा. सो आप पेटेंट सर्च कराने के बाद आप फिर, अगर वो नोवेल होता है और क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल करता है, तो आप फिर ड्राफ्टिंग करवाते हो. आई ऑलवेज से get a good IP associate or IP attorney with you, because that is very important. It's not that you are going to give him money because it's his profession, but need to have a specialized person for that. आपको अगर सर्दी जुकाम होता है तो आप डॉक्टर के पास ही जाओगे, आप खुद से ज्यादा क्रोसिन लोगे तो वो बिगड़ भी सकता है, राइट? तो सेम वे में IP attorneys are very important, plays very important role, but a good IP attorney, I would say, who is specialized. And when you talk about patents, you should have IP attorney who have the background of technical background also. So techno legal background is very important for patents. So for patent, the process is very simple. And now after this year amendment of patent office, Indian Patent Act, SMEs के लिए और startups के लिए already बहुत कम था फीस, SMEs के लिए भी फीस 80% reduce हो गया. So it's like 1,600 rupees for filing a patent, government fees, and whatever your attorney takes over that, right? So you get a good patent search, you get a good patent draft, because these two things are very important for the grant of patent. फिर पेटेंट आपका फाइल होता है, लिखने के बाद ड्राफ्टिंग मीन्स पेटेंट को टेक्नो लीगल वे में लिखना, स्पेसिफिकेशन को, आपका फाइल होता है, फाइल होने के बाद 18 मंथ्स के अंदर वो पब्लिश होता है. अगर आपको जल्दी कराना है तो आप गवर्नमेंट को एक्स्ट्रा गवर्नमेंट फीस दो अर्ली पब्लिकेशन का, विद इन 1 मंथ आपका पेटेंट पब्लिश हो जाएगा. वंस इट गेट पब्लिश्ड, यू फाइल फॉर फॉर्म 18 which is called request for examination. Once you filed for request for examination, government office patent examiners will review your application. Whatever objections they have, they will write the objections to you. Then your attorney will write the reply of those objections. This can be 1 FER or 2 FER, first examination reports, and then a hearing can happen and the patent can be granted or rejected, depends. So this is the process of patent office. Same goes with trademark office. You do a patent search, file a trademark, and then the office will examine. There you don't have to request for examination, is not there. Directly you file and the government will examine. Once they examine, they will give you the either acceptance or rejection, objections you reply and do the hearing. Same for copyright and same for designs also. So process is very simple. In fact design में और भी simple है कि वो objections आपको FER सिर्फ patent में form 18 जो होता है वो सिर्फ patent में file करना होता है, और सब में गवर्नमेंट डायरेक्ट ही पढ़ लेता है आपका एप्लीकेशन. सो वहां
I think the person who's dealing in this kind of work is the best person to talk to you, as rightly put by you, that always talk to the best expert who will guide you the right thing. And this is wonderful, Dr. Shweta. Okay, so Dr. Shweta, this work area, that is the intellectual property area, is normally handled by men. This is what we know. You being a woman, what was your challenges when you were coming in this line, on this profession especially? Because normally हमने देखा है government offices में भी, और जो ये IP का काम करते हैं पेटेंट का, वो ज्यादातर या तो CAs होंगे, CS होंगे, ज्यादातर man world होता है. You standing out, let's talk about that.
It's like the challenges for any woman to be an entrepreneur is same for any sector. It's not like IP में आने के लिए I have to face a different challenge. It's like a common challenge which every woman has to face to create her own identity, to start a business. So that was same. Very rightly you have said today that once it comes to IPR, trademark or copyright, the small businesses and startups, they especially go to CA and CS, which is very wrong trend. They go to normal lawyers, right? They don't go to specialized people. So once this, I want to clear that if there is IP needs, we cannot do CA's job and CA cannot do ours job. And I make it very clear. We have tie up with lot of CA and CS firm where their clients, they are giving it to us on their own name, right? So this is like they also get the work done from a specialized person. So this is request to all SMEs and startups, for a right kind of job, take a right kind of expertise. Second, coming back to your questions, the challenges. In IP, you will see a lot of women, not founders in India, but there are, I can name few good women founders in IP, like Manisha from Lex Orbis. She is doing fantastic. Then Deepthi from Ingenious eBrain Solution. She is doing fantabulous job, I would say. So there are lot many women in IP. Not in patent office, but yes, IP, I think 60% women are working also, either sitting, because it's a desk job, right? and it's a very innovative and creative job. So I always make fun of my boys also, that we will hire only girls because girls can be more stable and more think more creatively and innovatively for any especially for the patents, right, for inventions. They go more innovative, and we always have good argument, but that's for a joke purpose only, just to create mahal, I would say, easygoing mahal. But yes, IP has lot of women. I would not say IP do not have lot of women. Not many founders or I would say business owners, but yes, many women. Uh, Challenges which you asked is very common for every woman. Like, see, coming from a small town is one challenge. Born in an orthodox Rajput family is second challenge. Third is woman. Being a woman, we are only meant to be objectified and said that after completing your basic education, go for marriage, and then take care of your family, right? So breaking that mindset also is very important. Then, as a customer or a client or an investor, or you can say business partner, developing the trust being a woman is very difficult. So society, family, your fixed mindset of this of yours and of others, then investors, then partners, then clients.
या वेरी वेल पुट. जब आप बिजनेस करने की सोच लेते हो या खुद का काम करने की सोच लेते हो तो आप प्रिपेयर्ड होते हो कि आपको 24 घंटे का ही काम करना है. देयर इज नो टाइम. सो वी एट एन एनजीओ आल्सो आई थिंक हम 18 घंटे काम करते हैं और मुझे खुद करना पड़ता है बिकॉज दिस इज क्योंकि बिजनेस वही कर पाएगा जिसको शौक होगा.
Talking about how SMEs and startups can approach us, it's like we are very much approachable, I would say, because we are only dedicated for SMEs, startups, and universities. So we are growing in India, right? I'm very proud of my team. I would say that now 80% we don't have to approach. Yes, business development team has their target. They are doing that. But we are very much accessible, and I'm very proud that my team doesn't work as an employee of the company. They work as a member of that family, and they know that customer for Ennoble IP is not customer. We don't need to serve, only file their IP and leave them. We give continuously 24/7 whenever they require. My team is already always there to handhold that particular person or that company, because and any requirement. In fact, if you don't know what to do with your idea, how to develop that concept also, if you have only idea, our team, we have a think tank team who can develop those ideas into a product, I would say a marketable product and a patentable product. So we handhold to that level to startups and SMEs. And to the best of knowledge for every startups and SMEs, we are the most cost effective company of India, I would say. Quality and cost is always taken care for any startups and SMEs.
The best way for small business owner to protect their brand and company name is to file for a trademark registration and enjoy the benefit it provides. Reach out to Dr. Shweta Singh, Ennoble IP, who will help you get your business trademark, patent, copyright. You can also seek just guidance in case you don't want. You can just reach out to her for a counseling session. I think that can also be very helpful for you to understand. So that is my personal request to all those SMEs, MSMEs, and small business women entrepreneurs who are attached with us at a foundation. Reach out to Dr. Shweta just for a counseling also. You will get some really valuable insights on what she and the great work she is doing. Her numbers and her details are available in post and also on this video. So please call her and book a session and take it forward from there. All the best to everyone, and all the best to Dr. Shweta as well.
Thank you so much, Rashi. And yes, I'll be always available for the counseling and advising. Thank you so much.